Hey guys, Gregory Gorgeous just did a video about, a video about his prom tips, and so I decided to go ahead and do a video about my prom story. Okay, so as you probably know or don't know, I'm a freshman in high school. Freshman in college this year, and last year was my prom. My school is a 5A school. For some of you that, or for those that don't live in Texas, I don't know if this goes on anywhere else, but it has to do with like football and stuff, and also the size of your school. My school was a 5A school, which is the biggest size of a school that you can have, and I think there was about 600 in my class, and so my school was way too big to have a junior and senior prom, so we just have a senior prom. But anyway, so last year I went to my senior prom, and I couldn't find a date. I couldn't get a date, of course. So I just went with one of my friends. I talked to him, and he couldn't get a date either, so we just decided to go together. So he picked me up, and we actually went to my house for pictures, and then we went to his house for pictures. His parents wanted to take some more pictures, so we did that, and then we went to dinner. We went to this little Italian place by where the prom was, and then we decided to go to prom. And prom was actually, this year it was at in the old part of the town. It was in an old cotton mill, and it's like this really old rundown building. I'm not really sure how it looked on the inside, but it looked pretty nasty on the outside. Anyway, we were driving around trying to find this prom, and we passed by it like 3 times. Like, we couldn't even find the place. There were no lights outside, nothing. All we saw were, we saw a few cars, yeah, but there was nothing special, no lights, nothing. And so finally we realized that's where we're supposed to be. And so we we pulled into the parking lot, and there were, like I said, there were no lights or anything. We didn't see anyone there. And so we're like, is this really where we're supposed to be? Like, we got so confused, like, we didn't know. Finally, after a little while, and it was so creepy walking there because we didn't see anyone, and the lights were off. So after a little while, we finally found some people, and we went inside. And then we went inside, and we got our coats checked and our purses and everything, and then we went into the prom. And the way that my school did prom, this was like the cheesiest prom ever. Like, this is not what I expected prom to be like. Like, it was totally opposite. Like, our prom, everything was we had 2 different rooms in this building, and one of the rooms is where they set up all the snacks and all the tables and where you could get your picture taken. The other room had the dance floor and the casino games, and which is really weird that it wasn't in just one big room, but that's how they did it. And so anyway, alright, now the first thing I want to talk about, what the hell is up with the DJ situation? We didn't even have a DJ. I mean, come on. I think it was for like budget cuts or something, but we didn't even have a DJ. We had someone's stupid iPod locked in a box. I mean, come on. Like, they randomly just picked music and put it on an iPod and put shuffle, and then that was all we had. It was stupid. It was totally stupid. Every other dance I've been to, we had a DJ. I mean, come on. This was supposed to be more special than any other dance, and we didn't even have a DJ. And and then the second thing, all we had to eat was make your own ice cream sundaes and bottled water. How cheesy. Every other dance that I go to, they have fruit, and they have chocolates, and they have this whole big table of all this different food, and we didn't have that. Make your own ice cream sundaes and bottled water. How stupid. And then the dance floor, I mean, this was just unbelievable. In the dance floor, it wasn't like one of those big, wide, square dance floors. It was one of those ones that's like, looks like this. It's like, looks like a runway. And so, kind of, it wasn't even very wide. It was like this wide. And so we were in this little teeny tiny cramped area, all 600 of us, or however many went, and we all tried dancing in this little teeny tiny area. And of course, my date and I danced, yeah, but we decided, of course, because I'm small and I would like to save myself from being squished or having my feet stepped on, we decided to dance on the side. And of course, it was awkward when nobody else was dancing there. but at least we got to dance. And we weren't around all those people that were getting hot and sweaty and, you know, all up on each other and all that stuff. Oh yeah, and another thing. The principal came on in the middle of our dance and told us to knock it off. He said, "Your behavior is bad. Your behavior is a bad reflection on the school. So you guys need to knock it off and stop dancing so dirty, or we're going to have to shut it down." I mean, they've said that practically at every dance that we've had. I mean, we're high school kids. Obviously, we're going to grind or whatever the heck we do. You know, I mean, I didn't, but everyone else did. And so, but eventually it got better. Oh, and another thing, the pictures, you had to pay for them. I mean, how stupid is that? You had to pay for them. So, besides paying for your ticket, if you wanted a picture of you and your date, you had to pay for that. Actually, no, well, there were two booths, two picture booths, and one of them was just like was a free picture, and the other one had some little pretty background, and that's the one you had to pay for. It was still it was totally stupid that you had to pay for those pictures. Most of those services were free, you know. But I did enjoy the casino games. I mean, I played several of the casino games and won some fake money and stuff, and that was actually pretty fun. I spent a couple of hours there, and it was actually a pretty fun time. So and then there was no after party, at least none that I was invited to. So basically all I did was, afterward, my date and I went to Sonic because to get food, because we were starving, obviously, because they didn't have food at the prom, really. So we went to Sonic. It was like 1 in the morning or whatever time it was, or midnight, and then he took me home. And so that was basically it. Yeah, so if you guys have any other really horrifying or scary or really funny or just whatever, or awesome prom stories that you have, you know, about your outfit, about what happened that night, about your dates, you know, whatever, then leave them in the comments below, because I would love to hear them. So, thanks for watching.